everyone, a big welcome along to our All About Me session. How are you this morning? Give me a big shout out in the comments if you're watching on Facebook, and hello to everyone watching on YouTube too. It's great to see you this morning. Are we ready to have a bit of fun? Because that is what Not Back to School Week is all about, isn't it? We're going to make this a fun-filled week. Good morning, Alyssa. Hello, Jaden and Emma. Hello, Molly and Ava. Oh, lots of you joining us this morning. It's great to have you all along. Good morning, Tiana. I thought you'd be here. Zoe and Mum are here too. Hello, you two. It's great to be back. We've got lots of fun games in store this morning, and I know you do like to play games. Well, if you're new here to Twinkle Home Ed, I'm Kirsty, and I'm one of the video creators, so I get to do the best job in the world, which is create videos and live sessions for all of you lot. Good morning, Esky. Hello, Beth and Mum watching together. Hello, Eve. Willow Rose here for her first day. A big welcome to you then, Willow Rose. Hi, Erin and Jodie, Willow and Caden, and Nola and Callie. Oh my goodness, there are so many of you here. This is going to be a good fun session. Well, shall we get going with our first activity? I thought we'd have a little think about our hobbies, because the brilliant thing about Home Ed is we have so much time to do our hobbies, and our hobbies, well, loads of learning can be involved in those too. I bet you guys have got some brilliant hobbies. You could let me know in the comments if you've got a hobby that you really love to do, something you like doing for fun, what gets you really excited and you look forward to doing. So I thought our game could start with a would you rather. I love these ones. So we'll have a look at a few different hobbies and activities and see if you can pick which one you would rather do. Right. Let's have, Eve loves horse riding, and Atlas football is the hobby for Atlas. Musical theatre class. Oh, Molly, that sounds fab. Right, shall we have a look at some? Right. Would you rather, this is a tricky one. Well, I know what Atlas is going to say for this one. Play football or do some baking? Wow, you guys have got some great hobbies. I can see them all popping up in the comments. Aerial hoop, trapeze skills, amazing. Lots of votes coming in for baking here. That's a good thing, because you know what is coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Well, maybe a few weeks' time, our bake-off challenge. I know lots of you will be getting involved with that. Alyssa's going for football. Jodie likes baking. It's a tricky one, but I think I'd have to go for baking too. I do like baking. Right, let's try another, shall we? How about this one? If you had to pick one, which way would you go? Would you go bird watching, or would you get all your Lego out and get creating and building? Is this a tricky one, or are you straight away picking your answer here? Jaden's going for Lego, so is Daniel. Oh, Lego, Lego, Lego. It's all popping up. There's a vote for bird watching. Yes, that would be my choice too. I love going bird watching. That would definitely be me. Lots of Lego votes there though. Sophie and Sam, you're both going for Lego. Hey, maybe you could build a bird out of Lego. Oh, that would be a good challenge, wouldn't it? Okay, here's another hobby. What are we picking this time? Would you rather do some reading? Oh, that looks so peaceful and lovely. Or would you go for some gardening? Any keen gardeners out there? Have any of you been growing anything this summer? Planting things out in your garden? Or have you read any really good books? Aspen and Delilah absolutely love reading. Well, that's a definite choice from you. Oh, Daniel's been reading Captain Underpants. That's a good book. I like that one. You grew broad beans. Amazing. Oh, we have got some gardeners here too. Gardening. Ollie's joining you in the garden as well. Brilliant. A mixture here, I think. Nola loves reading in the garden. What a combination. I like it. Caden's been growing plants for your tortoise tank. Oh, fantastic. Oh, tortoise called Tank, is that? Is that the name of your tortoise, Caden? Brilliant. Oh, love it, guys. We've got that is definitely a split decision. Half for reading, half for gardening, I think. Okay, let's pick another. Arts and crafts or dancing? This one is going to be a tricky one for me because dancing is my favourite, and that was definitely my hobby when I was your age. But I do quite like crafting, as those of you who watch Pathfinders know. We love a scraptastic challenge. Oh, it's difficult. Daniel's going for dancing. I think I might have to go the same, Daniel. Yeah. Arts and crafts from Ollie and Jaden. Lots of votes for that. But Jodie's going for dancing. I love both, says Ava. Yeah, I do too, Ava. This is the hardest one so far, I think. Shall we try another? Have you all picked? Oh, now there's a hobby that I've never tried. I've never tried climbing like that on a climbing wall. Have any of you done that? It looks pretty tricky. But it does look quite fun. Well, or the other option is sewing. Well, I do quite like making things, so maybe sewing would be a good one. Oh, but the climbing wall looks quite fun. Oh, it's a really tricky one. Yeah, Tiana loves rock climbing. Lily too. Aspen, scared of heights. Oh, I didn't think of that, Aspen. Yeah, you're right. Might be quite high at the top. Daniel, not too good at climbing, but not tried sewing. Oh, which would you try? You'd try give sewing a go, maybe. Sam loves climbing. Sophie loves sewing. Lovely. You've tried climbing, Jodie. Oh, was it fun? Did you enjoy it? It does look quite good. That girl in the picture looks like she's pretty high. Let's try another, shall we? Last one, everyone. Okay, last decision to make. Are we going to go and do some pottery, or are we going to play some board games? Have you got a favourite board game? I quite like Monopoly. That'd probably be my favourite. But I have never had a go on a pottery wheel like that. So I think I would have to pick that one because I do like trying new things. We've got a few votes for board games coming in though. Lots of you keen on that. Board games! But quite a few of you would like to try pottery too. Snakes and ladders. Oh yeah, that's a classic, Daniel. Brilliant, guys. Well done. That was a bit of fun. I enjoyed that. Did you? Right then, team. What shall we get up to next? Let's have a little trip to the shops, shall we, next? And one shop in particular today, we're going to visit the Homemade Pick and Mix shop. At the Homemade Pick and Mix shop, we can work out what sort of ways we like to learn and how we like to do things, because everybody is different, aren't they? Everybody likes to learn things and try things in different ways. So the Homemade Pick and Mix shop is the perfect place to start. Let's go, shall we?
Think about what helps me learn and pick and mix the things that will support you. Welcome to the Homemade Pick and Mix shop. Let's learn about the different ways that we learn. The first request is coming through. Let's see what it is. Starting a new topic. Let's imagine you're starting a brand new topic, something that you've never learnt about before. How would you like to approach this? Would you like to watch a video introducing the topic, play a game about it, or write down a list of all the things you'd like to find out? Which one of these would you pick? Or perhaps you'd pick and mix a couple. Have some time to think. A new request is coming in, this time learning a new skill. A new skill can be tricky at first, and it could be all sorts of things like learning a new type of number problem, fixing a bicycle wheel, or learning to juggle. What would be your first steps in learning a new skill? Perhaps you'd like to watch someone do the skill so you can see all the steps. Maybe you'd like to read about it. Or perhaps you'd like to get stuck in and have a go experimenting with different ways of doing it. Which one of these would suit you? Or perhaps there's a couple that you'd pick and mix. There's another request. This time you're going to share some of your knowledge. If you've learnt about something new, it can be really nice to share that knowledge. And there's loads of different ways to do this. Which way would suit you best? Would you choose to talk all about the things you've learnt about and demonstrate the things you've done? Perhaps you'd rather write about it, a journal entry, a story, or perhaps a big poster with lots of pictures. Or would you choose to put your knowledge to the test with a game or quiz? Which one of these would you choose as a way to share your knowledge? Or perhaps you'd pick and mix. Have some thinking time. Everyone finds some things tricky sometimes, but luckily the Home Ed Pick and Mix shop is on the road and it's heading off to help people who might be finding some things challenging. If you're finding something challenging, what can you or other people do to help? You're finding something challenging and can feel yourself getting frustrated. What could you do? Take a break and do something else. Try a different method or approach, or talk it through with someone. Which one of these would work best for you? You want to concentrate on something, but there's too much noise and commotion around you. What could you do? Put some headphones on, ask to go somewhere quieter, or finish your task later when things are less busy. You want to learn a new skill, but have no idea where to start. What could you do? Watch a video about it, ask someone to talk you through what to do, or experiment with different ways of doing it. Remember, when you pick and mix with Home Ed, there are loads of different ways to learn and lots of different ways that others can help you.
That is a very good point I made just there, wasn't it? I was just thinking, there are loads of different ways to learn and you'll all have a different way of doing things. That's what makes Home Ed so brilliant. That's what makes Home Ed rock. And that's our theme this Not Back to School week. Home Ed rocks. And by rocks, we actually mean rocks. This is one of the rocks that I've been decorating this week. And I reckon you guys should have a go too. Imagine if we all decorated a Home Ed rock with our own design and our own pattern, all the things that we wanted to add to it, all our favourite colours too. Do you reckon we could hide them all around the country? We're all around, wherever we are, wherever you're watching. I wonder if another Home Ed family might find it. Well, that gave me a big idea for another activity we could try. And here's how I got on creating my own Home Ed rocks.
We all know that Home Ed rocks, right? Well, I've been looking forward to celebrating exactly that this week with you all. So Home Ed rocks. That gave us an idea for a bit of rock decorating. So I've been saving a stash of pebbles and rocks out here in my garden with exactly that in mind. Can you spot them? Yes, my little rock collection is just here and I'm going to pick the perfect ones to decorate. Right, I've chosen my 2 rocks and we want you to do exactly the same. Find 2 pebbles, stones or rocks and decorate them with your own homemade rocks design. Right, time to get started. I've got some fancy paint pens that I'm using for this, but you could use any paints or colouring pens, but just bear in mind if it's a water-based paint or pen, then it might be washed away by the rain. Design is taking shape on my first rock. I've done a sun in the sky and I've tried to make a kind of a sunset effect and added some grass. Right, I'm going to let that dry for a minute and start my second rock. So far this one has a big cloud and a rainbow. Now I need to add the sky around it. Okay, I've got my 2 rocks and now to add the finishing touch. And I'm done. I did get carried away and do an extra one too. I'm pretty pleased with how they turned out. And now for the really fun bit. I am going to take my rocks out and about and find some places to hide them in my local community. Yeah, I wonder if any homemade families will find them. Rock number 1, and I'm at the Welsh Wildlife Centre. I'm going to leave it in the capable hands of this giant otter behind me. It's going just down here. Look after that rock, Otter. Rock number 2, and I'm at Kilgerran Castle in Pembrokeshire. It's going to go just here by the entrance. I wonder if anyone will spot it. And the final rock. I can't bear to part with it, so I'm going to leave it by my front door for everyone to see if they come to visit.
Well, I did enjoy painting those rocks, and here's the one that sits proudly by my front door. So over to you guys. How about giving that a go this week? Get your pens or your paints out, get decorating some pebbles or rocks, and you could share with us where they end up and what they look like. There'll be a sharing post, which will be our art club post in the Facebook group this week. So that's what to share. Have fun, everyone. I definitely did. Right then, let's have another little game, shall we? This game is called All About Me, All About You. And it's a good way to get to know people. It might be that over the next few weeks, few months, days even, you might end up meeting some new people. You might end up getting to know those people around you a little bit more, and you can do that with just 3 questions. Just 3 questions? How would you get to know someone by just asking them 3 things? What 3 things would you ask someone to get to know them? It's tricky, isn't it? You might think, oh, what's your name? Or how old are you? What do you like doing? But how about if we made those questions a little bit more inventive? And this is a great one to try out as a family as well. So let's see what we could ask. Okay, so yeah, these are some pretty normal questions that we could ask. Do you like reading? What's your name? What do you like doing? What's your favourite colour? All pretty good questions. But let's try asking something else. If we could only ask 3, which 3 questions would you pick? Or perhaps you could invent your own. Here's our first question. If you could have a superpower, one superpower, what would it be and how would you use it? Well, that is a good question. I think you'd learn a lot about someone by asking that. What do you think yours would be? Maybe I can learn a lot about you guys. If you could pick a superpower, what would it be? How would you use it? Ooh, I think mine would probably be super speed. Then I could get all the boring stuff that I need to do, like the washing up and the tidying. I could get all that done really super fast. And then I could just go normal speed and enjoy all of the things that I love doing instead. What do you think your superpower would be? Have you got an idea? To be a magical vet. What a great superpower. Imagine all the animals you could help with that. Jodie would love to be able to fly and be invisible. Oh, Jodie can't narrow it down to just one. Amaya thinks her power would be to save all the jellyfish in the UK. Amaya, that would be an amazing superpower. Would you be called the jellyfish saver? Super jelly. Daniel would like to mind read, then he'd know what people are thinking. Daniel, that is a great idea. Sometimes it could be hard to know what people are thinking, can't it? You'd learn a lot of secrets, wouldn't you? Willow's going for ice power to make snow. I love it, Willow. I do like playing in the snow, so that would be a perfect one. And Delilah wants plant power. Fantastic, Delilah. Oh, another vote for flying too. It's a good question, isn't it? I wonder what your family would pick as their superpower. This might be a good dinner time discussion later. Can you describe your favourite colour without saying the colour's name? Oh no, this is hard. How would you describe your favourite colour? Shall we play it? Right, you can write a comment or play it with the person next to you and see if they can guess what the colour is. Now that's tricky. Also, in our example, we can see on screen the colour is yellow, and they described it by talking about a nice bright sunshine and a little fluffy chick. That's good. The sky, that's got to be blue. Hopefully I got that right. Is it a blue sky day where you are? Grass, leaves, nature. I'm thinking that's green. What do you think, guys? Yeah? Colour of grass. Oh, that's a good clue. Roses are red. Surely that's red. Willow, the colour of a clear sky on a sunny day. That has to be blue, Willow. Did I get that one? And Atlas it's a dark shade and a nighttime shade. Would it be black? It can be really black and dark at night. I hope I got that one. And Daniel says the colour of the sea on holiday, a mix of two other colours. Oh, mix of two other colours. So could that be a greeny colour? Greeny blue? Delilah, the colour of my pyjamas. Oh, I wonder what colour that is. The colour of nettles. That's a green one, Molly. Oh, I got it right, Willow. Phew. Blue, but you don't like indigo. Okay, very specific. I love it. Amaya, the colour of a medal if you come first. Great description. A gold. Yes, gold medal. Have any of you been watching the Olympics this summer? Talking of gold medals, I'm watching all the Paralympic stuff at the moment. It's brilliant. Anyway, back to the game. Sophie, the ancient Egyptians thought this was the colour of royalty. Ooh, so you're testing our knowledge here, Sophie. The colour of royalty, well, I kind of think of that as red, but I don't know if that's what the Egyptians thought the royal colour was. I'm thinking it might be purple. You have to let us know, Sophie, what it was. I'm going either red or purple. I'm going purple. I'm going to take a guess. Well done. Any more? Daniel, oh, I got that one. Green and blue. Turquoise, a greeny blue. Yes. I see what you mean, the colour of the sea. Right then, gang. That was good. It was purple. Let's whiz on to the next one. We spent a long time on that one, didn't we? Thank you for all your clues. It was purple, Sophie. I got it. The Egyptian royal colour. Are there any weird food combinations that you like? Now, that is a good question to ask, isn't it? Quite an unusual one. Any weird combinations of food that you like? Is there something that you like eating together? And people will say, what are you mixing that for? It's tricky, isn't it? Can't think of anything that I like. A weird combination. Well, I guess to you it's not weird if you think it tastes nice. Hummus and grapes. Oh, I've never tried that, Delilah and Aspen. That's an interesting one. Ice cream and chips. Ice cream with chips. Whoa. Chicken nuggets and ice cream. Jodie, these are combinations. Do I need to try these, guys? Amaya likes to dunk biscuits in an apple and mango J2O. Wow. Don't they go a bit soggy? Is that all part of it? A nugget dipped in a milkshake. Another vote for that. This is obviously something I've been missing, this nuggets and milkshakes and nuggets and chips, nuggets and ice cream. Brilliant. Wagon wheels, curry and tomato sauce to get... Jaden, you don't like that, do you? Would you honestly try that? Wow, that is a combination. That's challenging. Poppadoms crushed up in my rice. I have done that. I'm giving that one a thumbs up. Crackers with syrup. Oh, lovely. Broccoli and yogurt. Broccoli and yogurt. Actually, I've had a salad that had broccoli and it had a yogurt thing with it. Yes, I've tried that. Tick. Chips in a slushie. Cranberry sauce sandwich. Grapes with red sauce. Nachos and Nutella, Zoe. What? These are amazing. Have you all tried these? Olives and onions. Ooh, interesting. A pink sauce. Yes, mayo and ketchup. Some amazing ideas. I think you lot are wonderful chefs. You're definitely very inventive. Let's have another, shall we? Right, learn some more about each other. What makes you smile the most? Oh, this is a nice question. What makes you smile? Ooh, tricky one, but I think for me, it would probably be my children. I've got 3, well, not even really children anymore. 2 of them are taller than me. They are quite grown-up children now. But I think they are probably the thing that makes me smile the most. And when I feel proud of them, my smile is huge then. What about you guys? Mummy and daddy, yes. Well, family is so important, isn't it? Love and attention. My dog, Maya says, playing with her support dog, Boo. Oh, dog, Boo. Oh, Boo sounds lovely, Amaya. When my brother does something funny, is he quite funny, Jodie? Does he make you laugh a lot? Your mama, Alyssa, Delilah and Aspen, when mum and dad are being weird, does that happen quite a lot, you two? I'm glad it makes you happy. Frogs, says Sam, and family, says Sophie. Oh, Alice likes her guinea pigs. Oh, Alice, my guinea pig, says Molly. Sorry, Molly, your guinea pig is called Alice. I got that in a muddle. Making videos for YouTube, Erin. Oh, that sounds like fun. Funny words, Dad's funny jokes. Oh, you guys have got loads of stuff making you happy. I hope this week, I hope the whole year is filled with all of those things that make you smile. Let's have another question. What would you rather see, everything in slow motion or everything in fast forward? Oh, I need to imagine that for a second. So we'd see the whole world, the whole of our life, either in slow motion or we'd see everything double speed in fast forward. Well, then it would go really quickly, wouldn't it? But imagine slow motion if you were doing something really boring. Oh, that's tricky. I don't know. What are you going to go for? You're going to go slow or fast? Molly thinks fast. Slow motion, yes, Aspen, I agree. You don't want life to go too fast. Oh, slow, fast. Lots going for slow. I'd like to see the sea and the waves in slow motion. Jack, yeah. Imagine all the cool stuff you could see in slow motion. Oh, yeah, now that's tricky. Yeah, now I saw a butterfly in my garden this week and it was there and gone so quickly. But if I was in slow motion world, I'd get to see it for ages. Yeah, I think it's probably got to be slow. Yeah, and just hope that the boring bits, well, we'll just make them more exciting, shall we? We'll just do some of the things that make us smile. We've got another question. What's the nicest thing you've ever smelled? Well, there's an unusual question to ask someone, but I think it would be an interesting one, don't you? I think you'd get some interesting answers. The nicest thing you've ever smelled? Well, actually, I'm looking at it right now because right outside my window here, there is a big honeysuckle bush, and that is the nicest smell to me, because I had one by my window when I was a little girl, not in this house, and so that smell reminds me of being little and playing out late and the summer months and playing in the garden with this hose and having water fights. That smell will always remind me of that. So honeysuckle is my favourite smell, best thing I've ever smelled. But what about you? You're baking, Molly. Oh, your nanny's bacon. Lovely. Flowers, the countryside, and McDonald's. That's a great balance, Jack. I love it. Your first breakfast burger from McDonald's. Ooh, Jaden, that does sound quite yummy. And Mum's going for lavender. Nice, Mum. And Willow says cheese and broccoli pasta. Now I'm getting hungry. We're talking about food too much, aren't we? It's your tummy rumbling. The Subway restaurant, Ava, that's genius. That does smell amazing when you walk past the doors. It's like the smell is trying to pull you in, isn't it? Fresh brownies. Oh, and your mum, does she smell gorgeous? I bet she does. Oh, some lovely smells there. Hazel says donuts are the best smell. Well, it's a pretty good one. Pretty good option. Oh, we've got one more question. Right, last one. Would you rather... Oh, this is a funny one to end on. Would you rather swim in a pool full of chocolate spread, jelly, or soup? I'm not sure I want to swim in any of that. Do you? Would you really? Oh, which one would you pick? Oh, the thought of jelly makes me do that. I really, really, really don't like jelly. So that would be a definite no. Chocolate spread, I imagine, would be quite yummy, but quite hard to swim through. I think I'd have to go for soup. Ooh, no, I don't really fancy that either. Oh, but if I had to, I'd say soup. Chocolate, jelly and chocolate. Delilah can't swim. So are you even going to dip your toe in, Delilah? Yeah, I think I might stay on the side with you. We'll watch everyone roll around in the jelly and the chocolate. Jelly would be too thick. Soup would be too hot. Oh, you're right, Erin. If the soup had cooled down a little bit, yeah, maybe. You would get chocolate. Imagine the mess. You're right. You would get chocolate all over you. Definitely would need a shower, wouldn't you, afterwards? Oh, I'm not sure I could handle any of these. Well done, everyone. I love all your suggestions. And I do feel like we've got to know each other a little better. So maybe you could pick 3 of those questions and have a go with those next time you see some friends or when you're with your family. Find out a bit more about them, what they really think, or invent your own imaginative questions. Have a go at that. Well, all this talk of food, my tummy is definitely rumbling. And if we're going to be learning lots and lots over the next few weeks, then we're going to need to keep our energy levels up, aren't we? It's time for a snack attack. So when you get a snack attack and you feel that tummy rumble, what do you go for? What's your favourite snack? Or maybe your favourite snack is yet to be discovered. Well, I found a new recipe this week to try out to make some Lovely, yummy snacks, and I was not disappointed. Maybe you'll whip up some snacks in the kitchen this week too. Here's how I got on making some yummy banana muffins.
What do you do when you have a snack attack? You've got the munchies and you need something to eat. Well, I've got the perfect recipe. Let's take a look at the recipe resource. You can find this recipe on the Twinkle website, but I'll put the link below for you as well. Yeah, so today we are making banana muffins. Let's check out the ingredients. Here's all the ingredients we're going to need. We've got bananas, baking powder, sugar, flour, an egg, vanilla extract and vegetable oil. Can you notice an extra ingredient? You could, for a special treat, add some chocolate chunks. Job number 1 is to preheat your oven to 180 degrees C. The first thing to do is to add our flour and our sugar, the baking powder, into a big mixing bowl. Give these three a good mix round, and then in a separate bowl, we're going to mash up our bananas. Give those bananas a really good mash, and don't worry if they're a bit dark in colour. More ripe bananas are better for this recipe. And now to crack the egg. Are you good at this? Sometimes I do make a bit of a mess. This is actually really good practice for our bake-off, which is coming up soon. We're going to add the egg, the vanilla extract, and the vegetable oil, all into our dry ingredients. Now to mix it all up together. It might look a bit lumpy at first, but trust the process, keep mixing until it's all combined. So when you're finished mixing, it should look a little bit like this. And now time to add the banana. Let's scrape that banana in. So the banana has helped to loosen that mixture back up again. It's nice and sloppy. I've chopped up our chocolate into chunks, and now let's add this. Remember, this is a bonus ingredient. It's not in the recipe, but trust me, it works. Suppose at this point, there's a few other ingredients you could experiment with. You could add some nuts or seeds or some dried fruit. Let's mix this in, and then time to find the muffin cases. I've got our muffin cases, now time to fill them. Ta-da! Now to pop them in the oven. They're out the oven and smelling amazing. And now for the taste test. Delicious. Let me know if you have a go at making these, or if you try a different recipe.
They were awesome. Very, very yummy. I would make one change though. If you do decide to add the chocolate chunks, you probably can reduce the amount of sugar. They were very, very sweet. There's a warning for you. But yeah, they were super yummy. And I've put the recipe link on this video so you can have a little go at those. Or perhaps you'll have a go at making something else. There are tons of recipes on the Twinkle website. Put in recipe ideas into the search and you'll just see loads come up. So have a little browse through, maybe pick a recipe for this week and get cooking. Lots of you saying that you love cooking. That sounds brilliant. Well, you'll definitely have fun with that. You're looking for something else to do this week, everyone? What about taking on a not back to school week challenge, or 2 or 3? There's another pack. Again, I've put the link with this video so you can have a little look at these and see if you fancy giving it a go. These not back to school challenge cards give you loads of ideas. They look a bit like this, and they give you loads of ideas for different activities that you can do to start off your home ed year with a bit of bounce. So we've got one there about making a documentary. We've got one here organising your books into a home library. Perhaps you could find different categories that libraries use, or you could design your own system. I definitely would do it that way. Create my own system for organising all of the books. Sort your books according to your chosen system. Might even find, so old favourites and books that you'd forgotten about. That often happens when you're having an organised, doesn't it? Here's another one. Collect old craft materials that you haven't used for a while. Make a collaborative piece of art as a family. That sounds like fun. It's a great excuse to have a good sort out of your craft materials, get everything out, organise it all, spend time together as a family and have a go at doing that. Perhaps you could make a big home-ed display or look at some of your favourite things. It could be about your hobbies that we were talking about earlier. Lots of ideas in there. That's just 3. There are lots in there for you to have a little look at. And like I said, the links below for our challenge cards. Let us know if you have a go at any. Oh, well, what a fun morning I've had with all of you. I have really enjoyed it. I hope you have too. And I'll see you all again really soon. Remember, your home ed rocks. Challenge. Get making your pebbles, decorating them. Get out there and hide them. It would be brilliant. Can you imagine if someone finds a homemade rock? We could, on the post, if you're up for it, you could put where you've hidden it. There may well be another homemade family in your area that could go and find your rock. That would be amazing if that happened. I'm not sure if there are enough of us, but I'm sure we can make it work. But we can definitely have fun doing it. So have a great week, everyone. Enjoy being not back to school, because home ed definitely rocks. I'll see you all again really soon. Have a great day. Bye.